welcome to another video on Bamboo Homestead. My name is Belinda Zog, and in this video I'm going to show you why I moved from Switzerland overseas to Australia, and since 3 years now completely I live here. I came here as a student. I wanted to learn how to speak English, and then I met Max at Australia Day at an Australian party. And yeah, since then I always wanted to live here, and yeah, 3 years ago we finally did it and made the move over here. So the first reason, obviously the clothes already tell you, it's the weather. I love the weather over here. It's most of the year it's beautiful. Have to heat up our fireplace, but that's really a short time of the year. The rest of the year it's such a nice weather. Yeah, I just love that. Compared to Switzerland, it's just, oh, it's the biggest. So that was number one. And then second, obviously because of Max. I met him here, so that was pretty obvious that we're gonna live over here. I was never thinking I want to live in Switzerland. Since I was a teenager, I always wanted to go and live overseas. I didn't know it was gonna be Australia. I always thought maybe it's gonna be Italy, but obviously that didn't happen. So yeah, now it happened with Australia. I sort of always felt that, like, since I was 13 I didn't really feel that happy in Switzerland. And yeah, and then I met Max, and he was just so easygoing and it worked well. We lived in a van for so long, and yeah, it worked, so I just knew I wanted to live over here with him. Third reason why I live over here is because I love the ocean. It's just so beautiful, the white sand and everything. Yeah, it's just so many beaches to discover, and yeah, even better, most of the year you can go for a swim, so yeah, it's amazing. And I'm really happy and glad that we live only 20 minutes from our house, away from the beach. It's great for growing, it's not too salty air and stuff. Yeah, but we can still go for a quick morning for a swim. It's beautiful. Number 4 is the Aussie wildlife. I think, yeah, I never really realised how much I love animals, because in Switzerland you don't see that much of it. It's sort of more a special occasion, whereas here you see pretty much every day. If you're out bush, out somewhere there, then you're gonna find and see something special. The other day we saw an echidna, for example, which was a highlight. That was my first echidna I've ever seen. Sort of different animals as well to Switzerland, so it's, yeah, exciting for me. Then apart from the lifestyle, I really love the Aussies. They're really they don't really care much about anything. They're really easygoing, they're open, they talk to you even if you don't know them. Like, they're easygoing, like when you go to a store or something and you just have a chat to check out ladies or whatever. Like, I've never really seen that in Switzerland that often. It's more like, oh hey, and they do their job and you leave and you say goodbye and have a nice day, sort of short thing. Whereas in Australia I feel like it's very welcoming, with hey, how are you? Sort of, in the beginning I was a bit confused, like anyone, I think, when you come to the country, like, should I answer or shouldn't I? But it's sort of more like, if you want to answer, then answer and tell them your life story if you want. And if you don't want to talk to them, don't even say anything, that's fine as well. So, and then also another point I think is really important for me right now, that we can grow all year round. So we want to be at some point self-sufficient with our veggies. We're getting closer. We can pretty much every day, we can go out in the garden and pick a few Romanesco or still. Yeah, different things. Now beans come up and it's always something out there, so I think it's really important for us to be able to grow also in winter, otherwise it's a bit harder to get fresh food in winter in your garden. It's pretty much impossible. So here it is possible, which I think it's a really good point to live in Australia. So then also I think a bonus at the moment is that Kaya learns how to speak 2 languages. I was always very jealous of other people or other kids that grew up with me that learned straight away 2 languages. It took me a lot of motivation and force to get where I am with speaking English right now. Whereas if you learn that as a kid, it's just boom, and you pick it up, and you don't even think that you'll studied this language. You just pick it up from early on, and yeah, I love to give him this opportunity, give Kai this opportunity to speak Swiss German and English at the same time. So then number 8 is food diversity. I quite like that there is a lot of Asian food around here, and even if you want to grow it I guess as well, because Asia is also a hot country, so we can actually grow different, like bok choy for example is sort of quite Asian, so we can grow it. But I mean more also you can go to the shops and get cheap coconut cream to make a curry, or Indian food. It's sort of, yeah, much more accessible than I think in Switzerland. In Switzerland it was quite expensive to buy something really Asian, and I love Asian food, so yeah, that's also another good point I think to, yeah, that I like it here. And then number 9, I never thought this would be important because I never actually thought I would ever be able to buy a house, but here it's actually possible to buy a house. We got at a good market, we got in quite at a good time where it was quite cheap, but even still you can buy a house with quite a lot of acres if you want, or hectares. We have like about 6,000 square meters of land, so it's great to be self-sufficient and put in a few fruit trees, or even have at some point maybe have goats that clean the grass and stuff, clear it. But anyway, in Switzerland that's not really possible. You always get quite a small sort of block, because obviously Switzerland is smaller. Australia is a much bigger country. Some people might not like it, but actually I think it's a good thing. Yeah, you need a car to live here really, but yeah, I just much rather have my space around it with no neighbours. Even neighbours, I like to be social and stuff, but everyone knows you always have that one neighbour that you don't like, so I'd rather have no neighbours than someone that's really annoying. Then we come up to the last reason why I love Australia so much is it's such a great country to discover different things. It's an awesome country to do road trips, which doesn't cost a lot of money, and you will always find something different to check out, and so many good facilities around, mostly around beaches. There's always a toilet, there's always showers, and because of the hot weather you can always just, yeah, wash yourself. It's really, oh, I had the best time in my van lifetime. It's over now and I'm happy as well because I got my space, but yeah, it's just really cool to travel Australia. Like even being up in Darwin, it was such a good time. Yeah, a great country to discover lots of things and different climates as well. I haven't been to Tasmania, but I think that also should be pretty different, different to the rest of the country here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. You'll learn something about Australia and why I got stuck over here. I couldn't, think of anywhere better to live. I'm so happy. Yeah, we will see how it is in 10 years. Everyone said you're gonna come home at some point. At the moment, I don't think so. Maybe I will. Who knows what's gonna happen. I'm open to everything, and yeah, I live in the moment and enjoy it right now, so yeah. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll post another video on Sunday. Lastly, I want to add another quick video. Yeah, so how we harvested raspberries. We had found a couple. So I'm gonna put that in, and then I'll see you next week. Enjoy your week. Bye. Okay. Appetit. Ja. I don't know why I brought a bowl, because this guy eats him straight away. Die Kai hat das gern, huh? Das ist so fein. Das ist fein, Kaya. Schaust du, ob es noch mehr hat? Es hat noch eins in der Schüssel. Affe? Banane. Ja, genau. Bananenpflanze. Ah, das habe ich auch nicht gut.